What? Word of truth, JD Niger. Yeah. You again? Fucking ravenous Benjamin. You again? Yep, me again. Yay, Argentina. Good work, Argentina. What a football match, soccer, whatever you call it, whatever country you're in. They call it football over there. We call it soccer over here. Just like we have different names for different things. Like the Lord has different names. You call them soccer, we call them football, we call them football, you call them soccer. Whatever. So, yeah, that last message, I mean, come on. Serious people? Can't believe that the Bible is so misunderstood. We are lost, man. We are lost in our own crazy minds, man. We're lost in our own crazy minds. JD Niger, word of truth. Here I am. I'm in my room. Came back from the soccer game, football game, whatever. Yay, Argentina. France gave them a hell of a game. So, yeah. So I hope you believers, love you Israel. Hey, Israel. You crazy Israelites. Yeah. So, I brought my Bible in, and the Lord opened me up. Back in Genesis, same story. What's the story, people? Benjamin. Again and again and again. You're going to get so burnt out on Benjamin. When the time comes, you're going to be going, fucking Benjamin. Really? What the fuck? So, yeah, let's look at it. It's all I can do, man. The Lord's like, yeah. What? What are you going to do? What else are you going to do? Go sit in the jacuzzi? Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored. And Jacob loved Rachel and said, I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel, thy younger daughter. And Laban said, it is better that I give her to thee than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me. And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but a few days, for the love he had to her. What's it saying, people? Leah was awesome. Leah was sweet looking. She was a sweet woman. But Jacob wanted Rachel. And he said, I'll work for you 7 years for your daughter. How's that? That's a lot of work. That's 7 years. But what happened? Let's keep going. Let's do some Bible study. And Jacob said unto Laban, give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go in unto her. I'm ready to bone up. And Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast. And it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah his daughter and brought her to him, and he went in unto her. And Laban, tomato, potato, same dude, gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah his maid for a handmaid. So here, take Leah, take Zilpah. You did a good job. Here you go. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, what is this that you have done to me? Did not I serve for you to have Rachel? Wherefore then hast thou beguiled me? And Laban said, it must not be so done in our country to give the younger before the firstborn. That's the Israelite thing. We have to stay in order. And Laban said, that's how we do it. Fulfill her week, and we will give thee this also for the service which thou serve with me yet 7 other years. 7 years for Leah. 7 more years for Rachel. And Jacob did so and fulfilled her week, and he gave him Rachel his daughter to wife also. Where's it at? 28. Where is it? Up here. Salakia. As. Yeah. That was a bogus. And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter Bilhah his handmaid to be her maid. So Zilpah and Bilhan had probably already been boned up by Laban, right? He's like, I'm done with these. Here, you can have my daughter, and I'll throw in the used up handmaids. They're good. They're good. Go for it. And he went in also unto Rachel, and he loved also Rachel more than Leah, and served with him yet 7 other years. Seven years. And Leah's children. And when the Lord saw Leah was hated, he opened the womb, but Rachel was barren. And Leah conceived and bore a son. She called his name Reuben, the firstborn of Jacob, Reuben. Surely the Lord has looked upon my affliction, and therefore my husband will love me. And she conceived again and bore a son, and said, now this time will my husband be joined unto me, because I have borne him 3 sons. Therefore I'll call his name Levi. And she conceived again and bore a son. And she said, now will I praise the Lord. Therefore she called his name Judah, and left bearing. So what was the goal for a woman back then? To have children. The Lord is blessing me. He's got to be blessing me. My husband, he's got to love me. Look what I'm bringing him. I'm bringing him all these sons. He's got to love me now. And when Rachel saw she bore Jacob no children, Rachel envied her sister and said unto Jacob, give me children, or else I will die. And Jacob's anger was kindled against Rachel, and he said, am I God's stead, who has withheld from thee the fruit of the womb? And she said, behold, my maid Bilhah, go into her, and she shall bear upon my knees, that I may also have children by her. And she gave him Bilhah, her handmaid, to wife. And Jacob boned up on Bilhah. And Bilhah conceived and bore a son. And Rachel said, God has judged me, and has also heard my voice, and has given me a son. Therefore call she his name Dan. And Bilhah, Rachel's maid, conceived again, and bore Jacob a second son. And Rachel said, with great wrestling have I wrestled with my sister. I have prevailed. And she called his name Naphtali. And when Leah saw that she was getting shown up, she took Zilpah, her maid, and gave her to Jacob. And Jacob boned the nation again. And Zilpah, Leah's maid, bore Jacob a son. And Leah said, a troop cometh forth, and she called his name Gad. And Zilpah, Leah's maid, bare Jacob a second son. Leah said, happy am I, for I have so many. Happy am I, for the daughters will call me blessed. And she called the name of him Asher. Asher is blessed. So what's going on here, people? Do you know? They're fighting. They're fighting for the blessing. They're fighting for the spiritual part. They're fighting in the carnal realm. They're fighting in the flesh. They're trying to bring forth a blessing. And Asher was, whose name means blessing, he was the last of Leah's children. So let's go back. And so I'm not going to go into the mandrakes thing, because the mandrakes right here, this is a aphrodisiac. Reuben came and he brought the mandrakes, and Rachel said, give me the mandrakes. Therefore he shall lie with thee tonight for thy son's mandrakes. Oh, fuck. Really? Good work, devil. And Leah came out of the field in the evening, and Leah went out to meet him and said, thou must come in to me, for surely I have hired thee with my son's mandrakes. And he laid with her that night. And Leah conceived one more time. And she bare him another son, and his name was Issachar. And Leah conceived again, and bore Jacob a sixth son. God hath endued me with a good dowry. Now will my husband dwell with me, because I have borne him 6 sons. And she called his name Zebulun. And afterwards she bare a daughter, and called her name Dinah, which means, where is it? 1. Dinah means (21). Salakia. Judgment. Judgment. What's the judgment, people? Do you know the judgment? Turn this shit off. Ooh, some hot chicken. Salakia. Whatever. So, they're fighting in the carnal. They're fighting in the carnal. They're fighting in the carnal. She's trying to make it happen through sex and children. And then what happens? And God remembered Rachel, and God hearkened to her, and opened her womb, and she conceived and bare a son, and said, God has taken away my reproach. And she called his name Joseph, and said, the Lord shall add me another son. So what happens after all this shenanigans, people? Does anyone know? Rachel finally gives birth after all that bullshit. All kinds of boning up, all kinds of kids being spit out from all kinds of different seed. I mean, it's all Jacob's seed, but all these different women. The womb, the matrix is opening up all over town. Leah, Bilhah, Leah again, Zilpah, boom, 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 Issachar, Asher. There's a blessing. Will my husband love me? This is what I was talking about this morning, people. There's a hard travail going on here. There's a hard travail. this fertility god, this fucking Easter bullshit, and this fake Christmas bullshit. It's all witchcraft. This is the same story. This is what we're talking about. Wait, oh, he's going to be born on the 25th of December. No, he's not. No, he's not. He wasn't. No, sorry. Wrong. Wrong. Does that hurt? Does that hurt your feelings? You're wrong. You're fucking wrong. So what happens? Jacob had to get the fuck out of town. He had it. Jacob bargains with Laban. And it came to pass, when Rachel had been born Joseph, that Jacob said unto Laban, Send me away, that I may go unto mine own place and my own country. What is Jacob saying? I've had it with your bullshit. I'm out of here. Are you out of your mind? I've had it. This place is turning into a fucking circus. I've worked my ass off, and what have I got? A bunch of angry bitches and a bunch of kids that are born from all different women. I don't even know who my wife is anymore. Joseph popped out, and it was, I will add on to you. He's like, you know what? I don't need any more kids. Don't add on to me anything. He's like, if I get one more kid here, I'm going to snap. I'm out of here, bro. I'm gone. See ya. Look. Send me away that I may go into my own place. If I make a place for you, if I go, I will make a place for you. If it wasn't so, I wouldn't have told you. And what happens? Give me my wives and my children for whom I have served thee, and let me go. For you know my service which I have done for you. Serving. And Laban said unto him, This isn't me just meh. This is more teaching. It's just, I'm in my house. Pray thee, I have found favor in thine eyes. Tarry, for I have learned by experience that the Lord has blessed me for thy sake. Why did Laban feel blessed? Because of Jacob. Jacob has the inheritance. Jacob has the promise. Jacob is Israel. There's all kinds of shit's gonna happen behind Israel. Period. And Laban said, I see it. Damn. What the hell is going on here? Yeah, go. Right? And he said, appoint me thy wages and I will give it. He said, how much do I owe you? And I'll let you go. And he said unto him, thou knowest how I have served thee, and how thy cattle was with me, for it was little with thou had before I came, and now it's multiplied since my coming. And now when I shall provide for my own house also. And he said, what shall I give thee? Right? What should be given onto the real house of Jacob? Everything, because that's where the blessing comes from. When I say, hello, I have a gift for you. The gift is the gospel. It's good news. It's good news. I've been punished enough. And I'm here to tell you, the punishment's over. At least for me. I don't know about you. I'm saying my punishment's over. I'm out of here. I'm going to my own place. And so here I am, stuck here with clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. And I will pass through all thy flock today, removing from thence, and the speckled and the spotted cattle, and all the brown cattle, and all the speckled among the goats, all of it. All of it. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. Do you think I'm worried? Nope. I'm just telling you, I'm going, Laban. I've served my time. My prison sentence is over. I'm getting out of this friggin' meat suit. These chains of darkness. I'm gone. I'm already gone. I'm just here to get it on wax. Hello? Anybody out there? Knock, knock. And Laban said, behold, I would it might be according to your word. What's that? If you say so, Jacob, if you say so, I agree, because I know you're blessed. I know you're the... Come on, people. Hello. Come on, sir. And I've gone into it before. Rachel leaves and she grabs Laban's idol. Why? Because she was scared she wasn't going to have an inheritance. You know why she was scared? Because the bitch fucking gave Adam the fruit. She's like, I don't know where my inheritance is now. I can't trust my husband. He ratted me out. He ate the fruit, and then he told God, no, it's not my fault. It's your fault, and God's fault. It's not my fault. Rachel's scared. She took the idols from Laban. She's like, where's my inheritance? And then who comes along? Benjamin. Let's go there. Let's see. Next page. So Jacob and Esau, they start... He tells Esau, hey, brother, this shit's going bad. Jacob wrestles with an angel. And then what happens? He gets his name turned to Israel. He meets with Esau. He goes to Canaan. And then what happens? God speaks to Jacob. And God said unto Jacob, arise, go to Bethel, and there you will dwell, and make there an altar unto God. What's the altar, people? It's the sacrifice, man. It's the sacrifice of Rachel. She died. She gave birth to the Benji. She gave birth to little Benji. God speaks to Jacob. Jacob builds an altar. And here comes little Benji. And they journeyed from Bethel, and there was but a little way to come to Ephrath. And Rachel travailed, and she had hard labor. She travailed. It's hard, people. Got to stand up. Be a man. And it came to pass, when she was in hard labor, that the midwife said unto her, fear not, you shall have this son also. And it came to pass, as her soul was departing, because she died, that she called his name Benoni, son of my sorrow. But his father called him Benjamin, son of my right hand. And Rachel died, and was buried on the way to Ephrathah, which is Bethlehem. And Jacob set a pillar upon her grave, that is the pillar of Rachel's grave unto this day. Yo. The pillar. There is no other pillar as beautiful as Benjamin except our Lord Jesus Christ. There's got to be a sacrifice, people. And Jacob set a pillar upon her grave, that is the pillar of Rachel's grave, unto this day, right now. That's my mama. JD9, I'm out.